Boomer's relationship with Frankie since she's come back into the prison is, Boomer's a bit lost. I think she's expected things to just pick up where they were with Frankie, and she's hoping that Frankie just wants to be top dog straight away and Boomer can be, you know, the 2IC. But that doesn't happen. In fact, Frankie, in Boomer's own words, has her head up her own arse. And it's breaking her heart. Booms is an awesome welder. Who'd have thought? You know, it's actually, it's not something she's ready to confess straight away to Sonia, because by this point she's been Sonia's lickspittle for a while. She's sort of forced into showing people how to weld. But Sonia gets everyone to actually pay attention to Boomer, and gives her some confidence and says, you know, Susan's an expert. And Boomer's never been told that before, so she blossoms a bit. The relationship with Sonia is a different one, I think, to the one that she's had with Frankie or Maxine or, you know, Liz or anyone who's close to her. This is Sonia's asked her to become an extension of her, so how that plays out, we'll see.
It's really interesting because when I first heard about this coming up when you're reading your scripts, I thought, well, this is interesting because Juicy and Ferguson have got a history, and I'm sus of her all the way along, but yet, like anybody that's human, they've got ego. And I think slowly, as Ferguson does, in that psychotic way she does it, she's just stroking Lucy's ego. And Lucy actually starts to believe she could be top dog. The dentist scene, for me, it's horrific anyway, because I have a bad history at the dentist personally. I already had anxiety, so I had somewhere to draw from for approaching a dentist chair and be white-knuckled about it. The scene itself, well, as you know, on that day, it took 7 hours to shoot. But we took over an hour and a quarter to rehearse it prior to that. We also had Fiona in, and she's the first time on Wentworth doing directing, and wow, she was just terrific. You know, on that day it was pretty full on. When you hear all your crew audible gasp, you don't normally hear that, so you know you've done a good job. Once they do, like doing all the makeup for that, and also Megan has made a beautiful tongue. All of that's made out of sugar syrup. I didn't know that I was going to have just one take. No way. I just kept going. All I knew was I had to hit one person's shoulder so she would turn around. That's all I knew I had to do. And I just went with it, and I just wanted to be in the horror because she would be in shock and she's bleeding to death. And the most passionate way for lesbians is their tongue. And to lose that it's like chopping a guy's penis off, you know. I've still got my thumbs.